Hey yo, what is going on, you guys? It's your boy Aceox, and I'm back. I'm back with another reaction. This time I'm going to react to the most shocking video game discoveries period by Oddheader. Yes, I'm going to react to yet another video by Oddheader. I'm pretty sure I haven't seen this one, so I mean it's 7 months old. Maybe I saw it, I don't know. I skimmed through the beginning a little bit to see if it rings a bell, if something seems familiar, but it didn't, so I'm guessing it's something I haven't seen, a video I haven't seen yet on my own, you know, in private. I've seen a lot of Oddheader videos on my own time. Yeah, but before we get into the reaction and everything, I realized something. It took me almost a year of reacting to realize the following. In every video of mine, I'm telling you to like the video I'm reacting to, which I do myself, as you can see up there. In every video of mine, I'm telling you to subscribe to the channels I'm reacting to, which I also do, as you can see up there. But in every video of mine, I'm telling you to leave a comment under the video I reacted to, which I do not do. And I only now realize that. Like, goddamn! What the hell is going on, A6? You goddamn hypocrite. So yeah, I just wanted to let you know, I realized that now, and from now on, I'm going to leave a comment in all of my reactions, you know, so you can see what I'm commenting, and I'm telling you to comment something weird like always. Still, that's not gonna change. That's not gonna change any day, any fucking day. It's gonna stay like this until the end of time. So prepare your anuses. But yeah, from now on, I'm going to include me writing a comment under the video I just reacted to, because I realized, damn, I'm telling you to comment, but I'm not doing it myself. What the hell is wrong with you, A6? That's not cool. Yeah. Alright, so with that out of the way, let's quickly talk about the good stuff we always talk about before we start reacting to stuff. First of all, go into the video description, click the first link in the video description under the credits tab to get to the original video by Oddheader. Leave him a like, leave him a comment, tell him the most shocking video game discoveries period. I did not know that video game discoveries bleed every month. Whoa, funny joke. Tell him that, and obviously subscribe to him. He deserves it. He makes some really good videos. I've been watching his channel for a long time, so it's been very long, extremely long. So yeah, I'm very familiar with this video style, and I think he makes some really good videos, so support the man. And I'll leave my comment at the end of each reaction. So once I repeat all this good stuff, all this good talk about, you know, leaving a like and stuff like that on their videos, I'm gonna include myself writing a comment at that part into the video. Whatever shit I can speak, I lost the plot. What? Huh? Exactly. Just like that. Yeah. Alright, so I scrolled up, I zoomed out, we are ready to react. Hell yeah. Let's get ready to rub one out. I mean, react to this video and rub one out. Yeah. So without further ado, here we go.
Sometimes you find something in a game so shocking you think, yeah, I'm done with this one.
Yeah, throw it.
Oh.
Throw it.
Looks like I got some Factor.
Damn.
Maybe I was a little hangry. I'm a huge fan of Factor, as it's been all I've lived on for quite some time. That's because they have over 35 delicious meals to choose from each week, as you get chef-crafted, super fresh, never frozen, restaurant-quality meals delivered right to your door. Such as my favorites, the roasted garlic chicken, the spicy southwestern turkey mac, or the Indian butter chicken. No matter what the meal, there's always some sort of unexpected combination that makes me think, damn, this is good. And they're ready to heat and eat in only 2 minutes, which makes things easy when I'm trying to calm down after seeing whatever the hell that was in that video game. Head to factor.com or click the link.
Naked werewolf.
Code 50OddHeader to get 50% off plus
do that.
Shipping on your first Factor box. That's code 50OddHeader at factor75.com to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. Mario and Luigi.
Alright, you heard the man. Like always, I never skip the ad read because let them get their money. That's my motto. So do that. If you're interested in Factor, do that. Use his code and do what he told you and enjoy. Hell yeah. Give the man his bread, because apparently we're all ducks because we eat bread, because only ducks eat bread. That's common knowledge. That's common knowledge. Humans don't eat bread. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? No, this is no. Just ducks. Only ducks eat bread. Yep. AceoX logic. Yeah, hell yeah. If the world worked like that, the world would be such a simple place. Because I'm a simple-minded person. They always told me I'm minimally exceptional. Yeah. That means I'm exceptional. Yeah. Yeah. I'm great.
Superstar Saga. Superstar Saga is an
Alright, let's
classic
see.
released in 2003 for the Game Boy
Luigi!
Advance. In the game, Mario and Luigi must find and return Princess Peach's voice, which was stolen by Cackletta, the evil witch from Bean Bean Kingdom. And now whenever Peach tries to talk, explosives come out of her mouth. And this might be what happens.
Damn.
They saw a discovery that was recently data mined from the files of the game, when the original demo of the game was leaked in 2023, a full 20 years after Superstar Saga.
That was probably the gigantic Nintendo leak, right? Some really weird discoveries have been made through that. I mean, how did that even happen? How the hell did they manage to get so much stuff from Nintendo and leak it? Especially so much old stuff, because apparently there's also, you know, very old Nintendo 64 stuff, like from Mario 64 and stuff like that. Like, how does it happen? Did they keep all of that in the same place? Maybe a vault or something. But how the hell did someone even get in there to leak all of it? It's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So I'm guessing this is probably from the Nintendo leak, right? When that big leak happened. Alright, show me. What is this all about?
Its release. With it came a number of interesting discoveries. The most shocking one involves this animation for Queen Bean of the Bean Bean Kingdom, which in the final game looks like she's crossing her arms and shaking them. However, in the game's demo, the animation instead showed Queen Bean, how do I put this? Pushing her beans together. Well, there's something I didn't see today. The most likely explanation for its removal is probably developers remembering who the target audience was supposed to be.
It's kind of inappropriate, but I wouldn't mind getting a Superstar whatever the fuck Saga adult version and have that animation included. That's some big green boobies. You know I like that shit, yeah. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't like big boobs. What? You thought I changed my mind and like big boobs now? No. I'm still the same pufferfish I was when I started this channel, and I'll be forever that. Small titties for the win. Yeah, if you have big titties, you're alright, but don't fucking talk to me. Don't talk to me. I don't associate with you big titty women. Hell nah. So stay the hell away from me. But if you have small titties, then by all means, talk to me. I have a small penis. I'm sure we can find common ground to talk about and stuff like that. Yeah.
Thanks to Trent for submitting this discovery through oddheader.com. Metal Slug 3 is a run-and-gun side-scrolling shoot-'em-up game released in
I tried to play this game, but
the arcade system.
I just couldn't get into it.
In a number of home consoles. As you make your way through the game shooting enemies and defeating bosses, there are two spots where you can rescue the monkey character Uton from its cage, who assists you in getting a few shots in. Unfortunately, Uton may be more distracting than helpful, as he doesn't have very good aim, and he often stops to pick at bugs on the ground or eat bananas that he pulls out of his diaper. And apparently,
dude, that would be me if someone put me in a video game as a support thing. That would be me. That would be my moveset, being completely useless, distracted by the smallest things. Is that a reskinned version of me up there?
Bananas
me as a monkey. Me as a monkey. Watch this.
To pick at bugs on the ground or eat bananas.
Damn, just like me.
And apparently, bananas aren't the only thing Uton is packing. As if the player were to idle on the screen long enough, occasionally when he goes to pull bananas from his diaper, he'll pull out something else banana-shaped instead. And yes, they show the entire thing, which obviously we're not
going to
show here. But honestly, you probably don't want to see that in the first place.
I do, because that's me as a monkey. I wanna know if it packs the same small penis like me. Yeah. No, but what the hell? How the hell did something like that actually get into the game? With how strict, you know, usually it's very strict with these types of things in games. And I'm pretty sure, wasn't this game also released on platforms like Nintendo? I can't see Nintendo allowing stuff like that on their system. So how the hell did that get past everything? And why is the monkey pulling out his dick? I wanna know. It's the mystery of life. I need an answer to that right now. But then again, I can find an answer easily. I just gotta ask myself why I pull my dick out all the fucking time. But why do I do that? I don't know.
AI. the Somnium Files. Thanks to Maureen Del Mare for submitting this discovery on the Oddheader Discord.
I never heard of this game.
Adventure game released in 2019. In the game, players take on the role of Special Agent Konami Date as he tries to solve the murders of a suspected serial killer with the help of his AI assistant Ava and his fake left eye. Ava's abilities include helping Date X-ray scan his environment, as well as use a machine to enter people's dreams and find information that the subjects either don't remember or won't tell him about.
That sounds really trippy.
Players made a discovery in the game that even Ava's powers can't fully explain. As in the sync.
Is it made by the studio that made Persona 5? Because the UI elements just seem so similar. Or where is it inspired by it? I know even the character designs are kind of fitting. Is it by the same developers? Because if not, that's just fucking stealing. Well, I mean, it's not a one-for-one recreation, but I don't know. This could be, yeah.
In the vein Dream World segment of the game, Ava looks inside an oil drum which is normally pixelated so we can't see what's inside, though it appears to gross her out, and some bullets come out when we tip it over. The curious player who wanted to see what was inside the oil drum used a free cam mod to get a look inside and found, what the? Seems like Date has another murder to solve, as there's a dead body inside which appears to be cut up into pieces in order to fit in the container. Well, now we know what grossed Ava out, but the only question is why did the developers try to cover this one up? There's already some pretty detailed depictions of other crimes in the game, and lots of dead bodies, so it's not like this game tries to cover up gore. And if this dismembered body was cut content they were trying to hide, why bother putting the blur over it? Wouldn't it be faster to just remove it from the game? It seems pretty suspicious and hard to piece together, literally.
It's kind of strange.
Whose body is this, and why were we never meant to see it?
Well, I'm guessing this is a Japanese game. In Japan, for some reason, they had to censor a lot of, in the Resident Evil games, they had to censor a lot of the gore and body parts and stuff like that. So that instead of a chopped off head in Resident Evil 7, in the trailer, in the fridge of the trailer, they had, what was it, something else with the note that's usually on the chopped off head placed there. They replaced it with something else. And in Resident Evil 2 remake, they had to censor a lot of the extreme gore. So I think the issue in Japan with the Japanese games is that they don't allow like body parts specifically for some reason, and you know, guts and stuff like that. But aside from that, I think everything else is fine, sort of. I don't know the exact reasoning and whatever, but I definitely know that Japan is very strangely strict with gore in video games. Like some stuff is allowed, but all this stuff isn't. It's kind of weird. But yeah, why did they put that in the game? I mean, they could have just removed it, or they just could have put a censor bar or something, you know, like the censorship, the pixelation on top of it, and just leave it empty, you know? If it's pixelated, you can't even see what's inside. So they could have just replaced the body parts with, I don't know, random stuff like presents or something. That's how they got around the censorship in, for example, Chaos Child? Was it Chaos Child or Chaos Head? I think it was Chaos Child, where the sister gets chopped up into many pieces and they place it in present boxes and stuff like that. So technically she's still, you know, chopped into pieces and blood is everywhere and stuff like that, but it's in boxes, so it's fine for some reason. They could have done that, but yeah, strange decision indeed. I definitely understand why they censored it and why you're not supposed to see it, because Japan is very strict with that sort of stuff. Collab, I swear, with every video, the way I get rid of goo in my throat gets worse and worse. God damn it, man. But yeah, strange. They could have just removed it. Yeah, that's a mystery. That's a mystery of Japan life. Not just life, but Japan life. Very specific. That's a big difference. That's a big difference. You got them, Socrates? Huh? Telling me, fucking asking me fucking questions about what is a horse? What is the poison? That's the thing you drank, and people killed you with it. That's what it is, Socrates. Go suck my sock, you fuck. Bars. Once again, Aceox being the rap god of the rap gods. Bars. Real rap. Real rap.
Pokemon. Diamond and Pearl. Pokemon fans probably knew the series would be showing up here on the channel soon, as developer Game Freak was recently hit by a huge leak of over a terabyte of game data in October 2024, appropriately being
Damn, I didn't. I hadn't heard of that.
Cut content and pitches from past games and movies in the series, including some discoveries from Diamond and Pearl that were probably never meant to be seen. In the leak, hackers found a long, elaborate cut backstory that explains the origins of the world of Pokemon. The story reads much like creation stories from different areas of the world, with parts that seem to be inspired by Chinese, Egyptian, Norse, and Greek mythology, among many others. And like ancient mythology stories involving gods, the Pokemon creation stories involve some pretty crazy shit. They all revolve around the Pokemon and humans descending from two shared ancestors, a mother and father named Aya and Iya. The human and Pokemon all live in harmony until humans forget about their friendship and fight each other, starting wars and destroying the planet in search of riches, killing Pokemon along the way. Peace is eventually restored by the gods.
Damn, that's dark.
A lot of non-kid-friendly things happen between the humans and the Pokemon. Included in the stories is a man having a baby with an octillery, a boy who marries a female Ursaring, who's then heartbroken when his brother kills him. And another pack of Ursaring who revolt against the humans hunting them by killing them and burning down their village. In one story,
what the fuck?
Is tricked by a Typhlosion to go into his cave and lay down with him, then gets her pregnant and says she is now his wife, before going to battle with her dad and getting killed. The girl and her child are then bullied for the rest of their lives by the townspeople and forced to wear the Typhlosion's fur. In another f***ed up
what the fuck? Holy fucking shit, this is so much darker than I expected. I thought it was just, what the fuck? Damn, that's, what? Come on, there's no way they intended to use that sort of backstory in the game at all. There is no way. They probably just wrote it, you know, like, I heard that, for example, animators at Disney and Nickelodeon and other places relieved some stress by writing and animating and drawing and stuff like that. Fucked up shit happening to the stupid characters that are of that show. Maybe that's a way to vent for that person, but there's no way they intended to use any of that in the game, right? This is hell nah. What the fuck, man? Like, that's what the fuck? This is very surprising. This actually is shocking to me, because that's that thing, and he isn't even done, you know, listing up all that stuff that happens in that backstory. But the stuff that already happened went so far over the line. I'm shocked. I did not expect that from you know, like the Pokemon company. What the fuck? I mean, the original Game Boy releases, the very first generation, Gen 1, they had some dark themes in the Pokédex and also a little bit of the background of the world and the Pokemon and stuff like that sprinkled in there, but nothing on this level. This is holy shit. This is not just shit, this is holy shit. This is holy fucking shit. What is the problem? What the fuck? That's
story, a woman and her friends torture and kill Slackoff just because they're bored, until the Slackoff get revenge by capturing her and impregnating her with one of their kind, and has to
what the fuck is with all the rape in this backstory? This is a kid's game. What the fuck? Like, what is your problem? I'm not gonna see Pokemon in the same light like I did before after this. What the fuck, man? That's way too far.
Watch as her friends horrifically kill her Slackoff child. It appears the leaked Pokemon back only get crazier from here, as there's still large parts of the text that haven't been translated from Japanese yet, or more likely whoever's been translating the leaked data has given up because they can't handle being traumatized any further.
Yeah, what the fuck is that backstory?
To say, what the Game Freak?
Yeah.
Suki Adventure. Thanks to Hoxie for submitting.
It's like, what the fuck? I expected, you know, some weird stuff. Like the way it started with, you know, being humans being inappropriate with the Pokemons and stuff like that. But then it got darker and more fucked up and weirder, to the point where even I'm like, too far, man. Too far. You know, I'm a fucking weirdo. I'm a fucking freak. But this is just, what the fuck? That's like ruining my childhood, man. Type shit. What the fuck?
In this mystery through oddheader.com. Suki Adventure is a very casual mobile game where you check in on your rabbit friend Suki, who's recently quit his corporate job to live a life in the countryside. The whole thing is made to be extremely wholesome and relaxing, as you do different random things like flying or shopping for groceries. So
kind of reminds me of Animal Crossing.
However, Hoxie found some items in the files of the game that are
It kind of seems like a mix between Animal Crossing and this, what is it, Tomodachi Life? Tomodachi thing, you know, the one with the hotel? Kind of of reminds me of that. Maybe a little bit of Fallout Shelter. I can see that, yeah. Alright, but if the last one was an indicator as to how fucked up something family friendly can be twisted into, I worry what this is going to be about. Because my guess is it's not gonna stay family friendly like that. There's probably a discovery made that's fucked up. I hope not. Let's not ramp it up. I don't even know how you could even ramp up from the Pokemon leaks. What the hell? This is like that's what the fuck?
Anything but wholesome and relaxing. For example, they found an item called 45 that appears to be a pistol.
Damn.
When was Suki planning on using this? The description.
Killing her boss.
Whoa, what is this? I'm scared. I don't like this. Even worse, Hoxie also found this item called glassware. That's definitely a pipe. This time, the description
Damn.
What does it do? Don't do it, Suki. The strangest of all, though, is an object called Mistake, which appears to be a bunny in a jar. This time, the description reads silly.
Oh yeah, I was what the fuck? I was about to say, you know, that the first two items are kind of funny, you know, like put in as a joke. Because, you know, it's a family-friendly game and there's a gun and a fucking crack pipe. But goddamn it, an aborted fetus? What the fuck? It's like, alright, okay. What the fuck? The other two were kind of humorous, but well, at least it's not on the same level as the Pokemon stuff. That shit, dude, that shit scarred me. I can't get over the fact that this was included in the leak. Why the fuck did Game Freak keep that shit? Why didn't they go through their shit at some point and delete stuff that's not supposed to be preserved? Why the fuck did they keep it? So wasn't it just a random employee that made that? Is the entire company involved in that somehow? Did they actually plan to use their backstory, incorporate somehow into the Pokemon games? What the fuck? What the shit? What the fucking dingle shit? Dingleberry? What is a dingleberry? I don't know. I heard it. I heard George Collins say it. What's a dingle? What's a dingleberry? Huh? Let's ask the AI. I gotta distract myself from the goddamn Pokemon leaks. Like, damn, what the fuck was that? What's a dingleberry? Ugh. Feces clinging to hair. Most commonly, it refers to a piece of dried fecal matter that remains stuck in the hair around the anus. What the? What the fuck? Okay, I did not expect that. I thought maybe it could be, I don't know, slang term for clitoris, but no, this is way funnier. Way funnier than I expected. It's the poo-poo crumble, chocolate chip cookie style. Yay. Alright, I needed that. Good shit. I'll take a quick break. I'll be back in a second. I need to air out my goddamn brain after the Pokemon stuff. There is not a lot of stuff that actually shocks me, but this was one of those things. Very rare instances. It's Jesus. It's Jesus Christ. It's Jason Bourne. That's what it is. Alright, see you in a second, bitches. Alright, motherfuckers, I'm back. Hell yeah. What is fucking up, you dingleberries? Haha. Your shit clinging to hair around the anus. Bars.
What have you done? Who will answer for this abomination? God won't. What the hell? Hoxie searched for months about what the meaning of these items could be, but hasn't found anything. The items are listed on the game's wiki under exclusive/unattainable items, but without any more information.
Okay.
They are underneath a banner that says the items were given out as part of the official Discord art contest, but that appears to have been a mistake, as what looks like actual Discord fan art badges are a couple spaces down. And Hoxie and I couldn't find any evidence of these being a part of some sort of art contest, although if they were,
That's weird.
Prizes were these? Siberia 3. Thanks to Daniel for submitting this discovery through oddhair.com. Siberia 3 released in 2017 as the third installment in the beloved classic adventure game series. Unfortunately, Siberia 3...
I heard of that, but I never played it.
Fans, as critics called it a buggy mess they could barely get through, with a story that...
Alright, good thing I never played it.
...in the series, which is hard to watch, as the animations of the characters' mouths moving with their lines is really, really bad.
I'm Dr. Olga Efimova. I don't care who you are.
In addition to all of the problems already plaguing this title,
Damn, that's
players
really
made a
bad.
discovery in the data of the game, which made things even more problematic. As in the files of the game, data miners found a model of the game's main character, Kate Walker, missing anything that would keep her warm in a place like Siberia, to say the least. This discovery makes no sense.
Goddamn horny
Obviously never
deaths.
featured like this anywhere in the game. In a cutscene where she has to change her clothes is a simple outfit swap off screen, without there being any need for a nude model at all. Looks like we know what went wrong with this game. There's certainly a lot more the developers could have focused on than just Kate's assets. Harvester.
Yeah, but if I had hands and not just these stupid ass little fins down here, I'd high five this dude any day of the week. Yeah, that's a man cut from my a piece of fabric. For my cloth. Is that the right saying? I think so. But yeah, alright, we're going back to more lighthearted stuff, thank God. Yeah. That's a man. That's a man. It's not just a man of my type, or my persuasion, or my whatever. No, it's a man. Yeah, it's a man in a man's world. Hell yeah, brother. High five. I'm gonna lick the dingleberry. Damn. Ugh. What is wrong with me, man?
Thanks to Queen Hall Sarah for submitting this to
Harvester!
Header.com. Harvester is a point-and-click adventure that I covered in my very first video for being one of the oddest video games of all time. The game was released in 1996 for PC and took aim at opponents of video games by parodying their claims about the effects of exposure to simulated violence, which in turn instantly sparked controversy with the game even getting banned in Germany. In Harvester, you play as Steve, who wakes up in a strange
Germany banned a lot of games back then.
Harvest, with no idea who you are or how you got there. Every character you talk to appears to be insane, as you fulfill a set of
and it's all a simulation. Spoiler.
Secret organization
Damn.
inside a mysterious building called the Lodge. However, players made a discovery in the game that's more disturbing than anything found in the Lodge, which is saying a lot. In the game, Steve talks to his mom, who's perpetually in the kitchen baking cookies for a charity bake sale and throwing them away because she can't get them right. Players can click on dialogue options to interact with her, but there's
I think I know where this is going.
that can be unlocked by typing in the dialogue box. By
Hold
typing
on.
The word f. Steve's mother said,
Thing to say to your mother. Was that an invitation now that your father is out of action?
Fucking weird, man.
yeah, how about it? She says this.
Maybe later, dear. Right now I have housework to do.
Damn.
Though you can watch if you want.
What the f? Yeah, I think I'll pass.
Yeah.
If you can't believe it, Harvester fan Lodge Level 4 discovered something even more shocking when he obtained the game's original script in 2016. Lodge Level 4
No way, did they actually plan to go through with that? What the fuck? Damn.
revealed there were many things from the script dated 2 years before the release of Harvester that didn't make it into the final game, such as the fact that players would have originally found the character Mr. Potsdam nude in a meat locker, but the developers decided to cover him with a pair of pants so poorly drawn you can tell they saved this change till the last minute. Also, in the earlier script, Watch Level 4 found that when typing in the F word in the scene with your mother, she would have originally said, "Naughty boy, don't give me ideas," and then would have proceeded to cook in her underwear. And just when you thought this couldn't get any worse, Watch Level 4 found another hidden keyword in the script that was previously unknown to players 20 years after the release of the game. In the script, he found the keyword dominatrix, typing the keyword in the final game.
What?
She says,
What the fuck?
But know what that word means. Ask your father if you don't believe me.
Of course, players familiar with the game know that's a lie. Unbelievable these Easter eggs were snuck into the game and went undiscovered for so many years. And now I'm fully unsettled. Though not as unsettled as I'd be if somebody found the original version of this scene without the poorly drawn pants. The dark.
I wanna see it. I bet he has a big penis. Then he's the enemy of the state, the enemy of life, and we have to take him out. When I'm playing Harvester, I'm the biggest psychopath there ever was. Nah, but alright, okay. Thankfully, they didn't plan to actually go through with the very inappropriate stuff. But even that they planned to, you know, just have her stripped down to her underwear is fucking weird. And I'm glad they, I'm glad they didn't include that in the game, because right now it's just funny, you know, it's just funny saying fuck to her and she's like, you know, just like a funny Easter egg sort of. But the other stuff would have made it kind of really, not just kind of, really weird and uncomfortable and not funny at all. So yeah, was a good decision they cut that. And thank God they didn't plan to make it even worse than I imagined they planned. So yeah, good on the developers at least. That's a compliment that can be made.
I changes Satanov. Thanks to Lauren Hughes for submitting this discovery on
Never heard of this
The
game.
Dark Eye Chains of Satanov is a classic-style point-and-click adventure game released in 2012. In the game, the kingdom of Andergast is
2012.
infested with crows
Okay.
that are attacking everyone and
Quite
causing
some
them
time.
to have nightmares. And the birdcatcher Garen must go on an adventure with the fairy girl Nuri to save the world. The game received good reviews for sticking to everything that made old-school adventure games great, with a charming story and beautiful hand-drawn art style. And like classic point-and-click adventures, Chains
But
of
why
Satanov
did I
also
never hear of it
puzzles
then?
and solutions that don't make any sense. However, one of these puzzles hugely surprised players and apparently even the developers. In the puzzle, Garen helps the character Izida fix the broken wheel on her wagon, and in return she gives him the key to go inside. Unfortunately, Izida
Alright.
ends up attacked by enemies outside the wagon, but apparently that's not any of our protagonist's concern, as players found by combining the puppet head in your inventory with the magnesium and then rubbing it on some curtains. This
What?
causes Nuri to walk over to Garen and gets her head real close to a certain area of his body. What follows is a surprisingly long cutscene using existing voice lines elsewhere in the game, where Nuri gets into the bed without her clothes. Garen leaves to get some supplies, I guess no longer concerned about the enemies outside, and then comes back and
What
jumps
the
in
hell?
bed. After that, we hear some commotion as they have some fun together. It ends up sounding exactly as you'd expect.
Nuri, what are you?
But Nuri appears to get angry that things don't go faster.
And could you do that
fuck?
somewhat faster too?
And Garen says
The first shot has to hit the target.
before the scene ends
What?
up with Nuri saying,
Whoops.
"Whoops is right," because this Easter
What
egg
the
is
hell?
so shocking that it ended up later removed from the game. Honestly,
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
they made that decision. If you enjoyed
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that, man? I mean, I like it, yeah, good shit. But that has no place in this video game, from what I've seen so far. Why is it in there? Why was it in there? What is wrong? What is wrong with people? You know, just make a game that's, you know, that automatically includes these themes, and it wouldn't be weird. Why are you fucking hiding stuff like that in games that don't have these themes? It's really, really strange, really weird. But looks like I'm gonna play this game now. I just gotta find a version where it's still included, though. Yes. No, I'm just kidding. I have porn games for that. I have a lot of them. It's an issue. It's an issue. I played through all of them. All of the ones I've got, played through all of them. And it's a lot. It's a lot. I think it's over 100 gigabytes. I got them on itch.io. So if you're interested, go check it out as well. That's all I can say, though. I cannot link it to you, but you can find those. They have a sectioned off section, a hidden section. If you create an account, yeah, you can use a tag that doesn't normally, you know, isn't visibly available like that. And there you can find all the good shit. All the good porn games. From RPGs to visual novels to some weird experimental stuff. And it's mostly good shit. That's actually not part of me joking. It's actually the truth. I was shocked when I discovered this because I always thought porn games are just that. You know, porn and maybe a little bit of story like, why is there straw on the floor? I don't know. Well, suck my dick. And then it gets right into it. If you're German and you know what I'm referring to, you're an old head and a memester, because this is a German meme. I just translated to you. But yeah, I'm surprised that even porn games are so much better than the AAA games nowadays. They really upped their game, while AAA games fall further and further behind when it comes to storytelling. Just let that sink in. Porn games have better stories nowadays than AAA video games. One I can really recommend is Eternum. So if you want to check out something, check it out. But you gotta be 18 plus. Just don't check it out otherwise. I mean, no, seriously, I mean it. 18 plus only, alright? Be a responsible person. But check out the game if you're 18 plus. You won't regret it. It's a really cool story. It's like a VR, sought out online, but with 3D characters. It's a visual novel, but still. It's really cool. Really, really good shit. The story is so fucking good. I really like it. And by the same developers, what was it? Once Upon a Time? No. Once Upon? Something like that? I don't remember. But yeah, you can check that one out as well. It's also pretty cool. But it's not VR stuff. It's its own thing. But it's pretty cool. It has some supernatural elements and stuff like that. Yeah, it's nice. But yeah, let's finish this last couple seconds of this video and end this reaction because, dude, I've been talking for so long. What is my problem? I'll never understand why I keep yapping so goddamn much. And it seems like I'll never find the answer to that. But yeah, that's what you're here for. If you're here and you're not here for that, you're at the wrong place because this is what you're getting. This is all you're getting, bitch. Right? So enjoy my yapping or face my wrath. Ha!
Subscribe. And if you know of any more shocking discoveries in video games that you'd like to see me cover, submit through oddhair.com, come join the Discord, or even send me a shout through Twitter or Reddit. And thanks to
Do that!
Sites for helping get the footage in this video. Feel free to subscribe to him down below as well. Shout out to
Do that as well.
Angel the Fox, Ash Photography, Bitwith27, Black Evie50, Chad Biscuits, Eddie Talkspin the Bleach Primate, Flex, Kieran Bolton, The Meatly, Phoenix157, Rackman22, Riley S, Robert Eisen, Rolkot Mifula, Select, Subrock, and Terrence Stock for their Patreon support. Stay tuned.
Hell yeah. Alright, you heard the man. Do the things he told you. And now, as I promised, let's see. Let's write a nice comment. Let's see. Dude, the Pokemon stuff is like, what the fuck? Not like, seriously. What were they thinking? Good video, by the way. Like always. You the man. Alright, let's comment that. There we go. Now it's your turn. So, like always, go into the video description, click the first link in the video description under the credits tab to get to the original video by Oddheader. Leave him a like, leave him a comment. Tell him, engage sex mode. Tell him that. Nice and short. And obviously subscribe to him. He deserves it. He makes some really good stuff. Also subscribe to Slippy Slides, who provided the gameplay for Oddheader. He deserves it as well. They're working very well together as a team. It's cool. It's cool to see. Very good, very nice. And in my comment section below, tell me what you want me to react to next. Maybe another video by Oddheader, maybe by someone else, about something else, for something else. I don't care. If you care, let me know what it is, but try to make it specific. Like, for example, give me a video title or something like that, because if it's about a topic I'm unfamiliar with, I don't know what to look out for, right? I don't know what's good and what isn't. So definitely do that. Help me out in that regard. Or I can pick out something myself, like I've been doing mostly on this channel so far. And so far, like I've said a million fucking times in all of my reactions, I'm having a perfect track record, so that works too. I just pick something that looks or sounds interesting and just hope for the best. And so far, I'm doing a great job. Or I can do both. So just let me know which one you prefer, and I'm happy to oblige either way. Alright, this has been the Small Penis Man. Small Penis Man out. Dude, seriously, the Pokemon stuff is shocking, man. That's, you know, the humans fucking the Pokemons and stuff like that is, was already weird. It was already hit the fanfiction style level of depravity. But the rest, like, what is wrong with the person that wrote that shit? And what else is there fucking that's still not translated? Does it get worse? Does it get even worse? Honestly, I can't believe that. Even if you told me it gets even worse, because how the hell does it even get worse than that? Like, it hit pretty much all the check marks of what's fucked up. It's weird. But if you know more about it, tell me, because I really want to know, did they actually plan to include it somehow into the story of Pokemon? Because, you know, aside from the fact that it contains Pokemon creatures, it really has nothing to do with Pokemon at all. You know, from the style, from the themes, from how fucked up it is and stuff like that. So then, if it wasn't meant to be included in the game, like in the first place, or at all, then why did they keep it in their vault? You know, in there where they keep stuff from the development and stuff like that for preservation's sake and stuff, and archiving. Why did they keep that? That seems like a recipe for disaster, which it turned out to be when it was leaked. So it's fucking weird. It's fucking weird. And I am a weird guy. So if I'm saying it's fucking weird, you know it's fucked up and fucking weird. Alright? Source is, trust me, bro. I know my shit. I know what I'm talking about. After all, I spent some time in this video to look up what dingleberry means, and I laughed at that really, really good, really hard. That's how weird I am. So if I'm saying that's weird, you bet your ass it's even worse. It's even worse. So yeah, yeah. What the fuck, man? The crack pipe in the other game was funny though. That was funny. And the gun, not the aborted fetus, but the crack pipe especially. Well, this has been the most surprising video by Oddheader so far. It has some really surprising discoveries and some really, really shocking ones. So yeah, crazy world we live in. Bye.